Coverage you can count on continues now with an accused murder suspect on the run. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office is looking for Richard Timmons Jr. Investigators tell us he shot and killed his wife. You'll remember that deadly shooting happened Friday morning at the Georgia War Veterans Home near 15th Street. Someone called police after finding 34-year-old Jasna Timmons shot in the parking lot. Police believe her husband pulled the trigger. They say he is in a white Chevrolet Traverse with a Georgia tag. Tonight, we're learning more about the couple and their troubled marriage. News Channel 6's Ashley Osborne is digging deeper. She joins us now live from the Richmond County Courthouse. Ashley, Jasna Timmons filed for divorce 1 week before her death.
Jenny, the Thursday before her death, she filed for divorce and temporary custody of her children right here at the Richmond County Courthouse. We got a copy of those divorce documents, 20 pages. In it, we learned why she filed for divorce and that they were supposed to be here today for a court case. This court document shows that Jasna Timmons and her husband, an accused murderer, were scheduled to be in court today at 3 p.m. In her divorce filing, Jasna says the defendants engaged in adulterous behaviors with 13 to 14 people and has committed various acts of emotional, verbal, and physical abuse towards her. After learning about the Timmons' history with domestic violence, we reached out to the local nonprofit Safe Homes, who helps victims in these kinds of situations. Executive Director Amy Hall says safety planning is different for each case.
We have some that call that crisis hotline and they're ready to leave immediately, and we can help put those steps in place in order for them to do that. Others may call, they just may need a non-judgmental ear right then and learn what some of those safety steps could be.
She explains when an abuser feels like they're losing control in the form of divorce or something like it, then the relationship can get even more dangerous.
A lot of them look at it, well, if I can't have you, no one else can either. So that's when, it can lead to murder or, murder-suicide.
In the divorce documents, Jasna says she was fearful that her husband's mental instability would be further compounded by the divorce. She claims Richard Timmons has been diagnosed with significant mental health conditions, including bipolar depression and PTSD. We also learned Jasna has called the police on her husband 5 times during the last 10 years, which makes you wonder, how did it get to this point? Jamie Moss is on the board of Safe Homes and is a member of law enforcement. He says there's not a simple answer.
With domestic violence, it is a repetitive cycle. It's rarely one time and they're gone. It's something that is ongoing, and with time it worsens. And I think the only way to really break that cycle, it takes a team of people.
Moss says many times they find out about domestic violence cases because someone else calls.
That can be the difference in you saving somebody's life.
If you or someone you know is a victim of domestic violence, you can call Safe Homes hotline. We've got that number right here, 706-736-2499. They'll help you start the safety planning. We also learned more information about the murder suspect in those divorce documents. I'm working on that for News Channel 6 at 6. In those documents, we learned what Jasna Timmons says her husband did 2 days before she filed. Live in Augusta, Ashley Osborne, WJBF, News Channel 6.
And neighbors are speaking out about this case as well. News Channel 6's Ashley Campbell joining us now after speaking exclusively with Mildred Williams, who lives just a couple houses down from this couple's home. And Ashley, Ms. Williams said she never saw any signs leading up to the deadly shooting that we talked about on Friday.
Not at all. She says that there was never a lot of commotion that she saw at the home that Jasna and Richard Timmons shared. She says she even saw Richard Timmons Jr., the accused killer, playing in the yard with their children. Williams tells me that she received a bolo on her home phone when the shooting happened, and she had no idea that the shooting would hit so close to home. Earlier today, while I was speaking with her just 2 doors down, Richmond County investigators and District Attorney Natalie Payne showed up to the house, which is now considered a crime scene. Well, now as investigators try to piece together a murder case, Williams is left trying to understand what she says is a senseless act.
What do you want to kill her for? And she got her little children. I said, oh, I can't do it, so I just can't stand that, to hear that, for him to kill her.
Now, again, as we mentioned, deputies are looking for Richard Timmons Jr. They say he is armed and dangerous, so do not try to approach him. If you have any information, call law enforcement. And coming up tonight at 6, you're going to hear that robocall that sent Williams flying to her next-door neighbor's house in fear. Jenny?